What's up, y'all? It's your man, Dat Dude, bringing you guys another video. The Panthers are facing the Saints this week, Monday night, primetime slot, national audience. But I gotta say, I really dislike the fact that the Saints are the ones coming to Charlotte, but they're rocking the all-black uniforms. This seems like a missed opportunity for the Panthers to bust out either their all-blacks, the all-blues, or maybe the blue tops with the black bottoms with the black helmets. Like, why are you letting the Saints come into your house on Monday night and they're the ones going to be rocking all black? I get the Panthers have always worn their all-white uniforms as their home uniforms for the majority of the season, but this feels like a missed opportunity to look really good on Monday night on a primetime slot with the national audience. This is the time that you want to bring out either your blue jerseys or your black jerseys, or again, in my preference, the blue tops, the black bottoms with the black helmet. That, I think, is the best jersey combo the Panthers have. Wear that on Monday night. Not your all whites, but let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe you do like all whites on Monday night. I don't, but hey, whatever. Moving on to the actual game, and I gotta say, I'm not liking the Panthers' chances in this game against the Saints. Despite the Saints' struggles against the Titans last week, the Saints, I believe, are all-around better roster than the Falcons. Say what you want about Derek Carr. Derek Carr is a much better quarterback than Desmond Ridder. Jamal Williams, while he's not Bijan Robinson, he's just as good as Tyler Algier, and Algier gave the Panthers problems last week. They also have Michael Thomas, who, coming off injury, is looking pretty good. Chris Olave is looking like a dominant receiver. Like, that guy is going to be a problem for years to come. They also have Shaheed, who is their explosive play deep threat, along with Olave also being plenty fast enough to be a deep threat. So they have two receivers who can be a deep threat. You have Michael Thomas being your possession receiver. I don't think the Panthers' defense matches up well with that, just given the fact that J.C. Horn is not going to play. J.C. Horn is out for a considerable amount of time, so the Panthers are going to need a dominant performance from their defense to have any chance to win this game, in my opinion. Like, they're going to need Brian Burns to go out there and show why he thinks he deserves $30 million a year. Like, I'm talking, we're going to need like a dominant performance from Brian Burns. Like, 2, 3, 4 sacks, batted passes, always in Derek Carr's face, just constant pressure from Brian Burns, along with maybe Frankie Louvu or Derek Brown or Justin Houston also getting a sack apiece themselves. They're going to need to really be in Derek Carr's face this whole game if the Panthers want to have a chance to win this game, because the Panthers secondary was already kind of shaky after J.C. Horn. Now that J.C. Horn is gone, you have a DB core that's not all that good. Dante Jackson, I like Dante Jackson as a number 2, as a slot corner. If Dante Jackson is your number 1, your cornerback depth is not that great. You're relying on some players who aren't proven. If you're missing J.C. Horn and Dante goes to your number 1, you got Henderson coming in. It's not a recipe for success for the Panthers unless Brian Burns and that Panthers pass rush just has an all-time great game, and they're just in Derek Carr's grill for the whole game. The Panthers offense, Bryce Young, I think, is going to struggle in this game also. The Saints have some defensive talent in Cameron Jordan. They still got Marshawn Lattimore. They still got, what's their linebacker's name? He's been there for a really long time. I always forget his name. I think it's like number 56. As soon as I end this video, I'm going to remember that guy's name. It's going to bug me, but he's a quality linebacker. He's been good for a long time. The Saints have defensive talent, and the Panthers going to be down their starting left guard in Brady Christensen. So a line that already was not great is down a starter. You have a receiving core that already was not creating a lot of separation and giving Bryce Young, open windows to fit the ball in. And they're going against another good defense down their starting left guard. I foresee the Panthers offense struggling again in this game. If the Panthers do have a path to winning this game, it's going to be by their defense, their defensive line wrecking shop, and they're winning a close game, like maybe 17-14, 14-10, or maybe even like 10-7. If the Panthers win, I do believe it'd be by a very low-scoring game, unless the defense chipped in a touchdown or something like that. But if the Panthers have a path to victory, it's going to be close. I just have a hard time thinking they do have a path to victory in this game, and it eats me up inside. I hate it because, again, I'm a Panthers fan. You see the shirt. I despise the Saints. I hate the Saints with a passion, but I do think the Saints are going to roll in here on Monday night and win the game. They're going to win that game in their all-black uniforms while the Panthers are wearing their basic-ass white unis. It doesn't sit well with me. I'm going to be furious when it happens, if it happens, but I do think it's going to happen. And it's probably going to ruin the rest of my Monday night and ruin the rest of my week. But the Panthers, if they want to have a shot to win this game, Brian Burns is going to have to ball out, and they're going to need one of those receivers to step up and create some explosive plays. Maybe DJ Chark comes back and he plays in this game. But if he does play, I'm not sure how explosive he will be coming off injury. I think the receiver who has the best chance to be that explosive play threat is going to be Mingo. If Mingo can get open deep and Bryce Young can hit him in stride, we get some explosive plays that way. We saw that Mingo did get open deep against the Falcons, or Bryce Young missed him, but that was only like one play. Hopefully, we're going to need more than that against the Saints to win this game. So hopefully somebody steps up and gives Bryce Young a good receiving threat, some deep options to open the field up for everyone else, and Bryce Young hits those guys in stride, throws some accurate balls. Bryce Young can't have 2 interceptions in Panthers territory in this game and them still win. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I'm not feeling good about this game. Maybe you didn't notice, maybe you can't hear from my voice. I'm not feeling good about this game. I thought the Panthers had a chance to beat the Falcons. I thought they would beat the Falcons. But given the way they played and given the injuries they're going to have going against the Saints, who I believe are a better team than the Falcons, I just have a hard time seeing the Panthers' path to victory in this one. Again, unless Brian Burns goes out there and has a freaking all-time game for an edge rusher. I'm talking like a prime, J.J. Watt kind of game. Like one of those kinds of games where he's out there is getting sack after sack, batting passes, just wreaking havoc on the Saints offense. Other than that, I think the Saints win this game. And I'm going to be so pissed off when it happens, but that's my pick. I think the Saints win 24-14. 24-17, somewhere around there. But I think the Saints score over 20 points. I think it's a touchdown game at least in favor of the Saints. And it's going to ruin my week. But let me know in the comments if you feel differently. Maybe you guys think that the Panthers will win this game. You think they're going to have a much better shot at winning than I do. And if you believe that, I hope you're right. So let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you were so inclined, subscribe and leave a comment. I respond to almost everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one.